intentional presence. I bring a heart ready to listen, hands ready to build, and a fire that refuses to burn out. Together, we will craft a culture where leadership is love in action, where support is strategy, and where every woman feels like she belongs. So I ask you, not just to vote, but to rise, speak, and build within. Let's woman up. Let us rise with courage. Let us grow with wisdom. Let us lead with faith, because this is not just a campaign. This is a feminine revolution. Once again, I am feeling your hand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Eva. To all our women and women advocates in the audience, this is your Women's Commission aspirant. You can ask your questions.
Because you know.
Okay. I have two questions. My first question.
Joyce.
Have you ever been in
Legend
a
camera now. Come and stand behind the camera.
And what did you do for the commission? I want to get them out.
The control camera, media,
And the Hesa Women's Commission. So with the Hesa Women's Commission, I went along with the Hesa Women's Commissioner to seek for funds in other campaigns. Yes, please. And for the SRC Women's Commission, I showed up our programs and tried to assist them with help. I just tried to assist with things that can be done. Thank you.
My question is, what are some programs you attended in the SRC Commission, and then what did you learn? How are you going to use that experience to
Sexual harassment campaign organized by the SRC Women's Commission and Tech Ladies. It was organized on the same day as the Academia Summit in Hesa. Yes, please. And then from what I'm going to talk about is basically from the anti-sexual harassment campaign. I learned that it might not look like people are being harassed, but people are actually being harassed. Not necessarily molested, but then even the talks like
Verbal assault.
yes, thank you very much. Verbal assault. Yes. Yes. They are being verbally assaulted. And then I learned that I just have to listen to them, I have to listen to their concerns, and then help them with it, address them, because
That's a question. First of all, do you know why the
You know why the Women's Commission was created?
do I know why the Women's Commission was in Hesa? No, please, I don't know why the Hesa Women's Commission was created. But then I think, I do not know the specific reason, but then I think that when the Hesa really started, maybe the women were a lot. I don't
Now,
know.
the women are the most population of Hesa. You think the name should still remain Women's Commission or Gender Commission? I want your view.
Okay, so personally, from my point of view, I still think it should remain Women's Commission. I'm not against the Gender Commission, not at all. But as of now, I feel like my focus is on the women because of the mindset that we've been brought up with from like childhood. I'm not saying that the males are not having problems or things at home. They may be having problems because as I know that Mr. Scott, I know as they are sitting there, people tell you you are not supposed to show emotions and all, but you have emotions and I'm sure you want to show them. I understand that you have concerns. Yes, I understand that you have concerns, but I still think our main focus should be on the women, empower them, and then we try to include everyone in this.
Now, a question. Do you still think women are still a minority group?
Not at all. I don't have a specific figure, but I know that as of now, women are the most populated in the world. Women
fact that do you think they still have the equal opportunity that men have?
Okay, thank you very much. As of now, I think women might even have more opportunities
Absolutely.
than the
I
men.
agree.
Yes.
So then that relegates men to the minority.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Well, yes, it does. But then, you have to send the minority, yes. But then you still have what our forefathers taught from there. You still, most men, even my father, I'm sorry,
Sell out.
it's actually true.
Especially.
It's actually true, actually. Few or they are actually, no, few, yes. Few that they are, right, they are there. Or seniors, like they are the masters, they are the law, they teach. And then I think that women have specific problems. Women have problems like intense problems that those opportunities should be given to women more than to men.
Okay, so if women are no more the minority, do you think they're still relevant for the Women's Commission, the office of the Women's Commission?
Like I just mentioned, right, women still have problems. Still have problems in the sense that we are given more opportunities, all right, but then it's still more about what our forefathers taught. And then we are not trying to evolve from things. We are not trying to like get out of that box that we yes, it's like
So do you think they will get to a time that people more people say that, and then it will not be about equality or everything, and it will become the other way around? Where men, because now if women are also thinking the way our forefathers were thinking, but this time they are thinking about it with the mindset of women in our time, then there will not be a time where there will be equal opportunity. Don't you think? Because you are saying you have the opportunity, but still, if you are standing on your ground, that we should still remain women in commission.
yes, thank you very much. I cannot see in the future, so I wouldn't know if in the future women would want to outshadow men, want to take over from men. But then I believe that women have specific needs. So even giving the same opportunities to all of us is still not fair because we have specific needs. Like as of right now, nobody knows if I'm menstruating, but I'm sure the same questions would have been asked of a male if he was here. But I may be in pain, I may be suffering, I may not be making Russian, but I'm still here. And I'm still asking.
Thank you very much. So we move on to the office. One house. We move on to the office of organizing secretary. And I would like to call upon Master Gawi Manuel to present his manifesto to the young people of Hesa.
Manifesto by Master Dawood Emmanuel. Mr. Chairman, members of the Electoral Commission, distinguished members of the Health Students Association, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols of the good evening. I am Dawood Emmanuel and I'm excited to serve as your next Health Science Student Association organizing secretary. My motto is Unity in Excellence, which simply means bringing students together to work as one, delivering high quality events and programs that inspire, empower everyone. My tagline is Unite the Vibe, Ignite the Rise, which means bringing members of Hesa together now to create a brighter, stronger tomorrow. I have worked in various sectors demonstrating strong teamwork, organizational skills, and some problem-solving abilities. My policy framework as aspiring Hesa organizing secretary. 1. student interest engagement. I will actively engage course representatives as key communication bridge and ensure that students' feedback is not just heard, but acted upon. Many students share their program ideas or concerns with course reps, yet those interests often go unnoticed. I will personally reach out to every class, listen to students' interests, and incorporate their suggestions into Hesa activities. Every voice deserves a seat at the table, and I will make sure it gets there. 2. A college-wide night of hope. This will be a powerful evening dedicated to spiritual renewal, unity, and inspiration, bringing together students from all faiths. The event will feature worship teams, guest ministers, and motivational speakers to uplift and encourage the health science community. As part of it is my dream to invite renowned gospel minister Jometo to lead us in worship, creating an unforgettable experience that blends with faith, excellence, and unity. Number 3, Hesa Explore Ghana, fun and educational excursion. Under my leadership, Hesa will launch Hesa Explore Ghana, an initiative designed to take students beyond the classroom and into the heart of Ghana's most exciting, educational, and relaxing destinations. These excursions will blend fun, learning, cultural exposure, and interdepartmental bonding, giving students a chance to refresh their minds while exploring new places and making unforgettable memories. Featured destinations will include students' favorites such as Kakun National Park for the famous canopy walk and rainforest adventure, Cape Coast Castle for deep cultural learning and reflection. These trips will be affordable, safe, well organized, inclusive of all departments. Hesa Explore Ghana will not just be about where we go. It will be about how we grow as united students. But 4, life skills and empowerment programs. As organizing secretary, I will introduce a series of life-changing empowerment workshops designed to equip students with practicing weeks and encouraging self-reliance. I will also continue the popular Hesa Yogurt program, where students learn how to make yogurt as a potential side business or social activity. Furthermore, I will introduce engaging do it yourself. Workshops using innovative ideas from platforms like TikTok to teach creative room decor, crafts, and other useful life hacks. Through these initiatives, we will build a community of empowered students who are not only academically excellent but also resourceful, confident, and prepared for life after school. 5. Resilient Organizing Committee. A strong committee is the backbone of successful events, and under my leadership, I will form a resilient, passionate, and well-trained organizing team. This committee will be made up of capable and committed students from various departments who are ready to work collaboratively, adaptability, and teamwork, ensuring that every event runs smoothly. This committee will be made up of capable and committed students from various departments who are ready to work collaboratively to plan, coordinate, and execute impactful Hesa programs. We will prioritize efficiency, adaptability, and teamwork, ensuring that every event runs smoothly, even in the face of pressure or unexpected challenges. In addition, the committee will be tasked with cost checking and budget-friendly planning, making sure that our activities are inclusive and affordable for all students. We will also ensure that the comfort and convenience of event locations are carefully considered, placing student needs and accessibility at the heart of every decision. With this resilient team in place, Hesa will deliver events that are both excellent and student-centered. 6. Hesa Brain Battle. Departmental quizzes. Thank you.
Audience, you can ask your questions.
Hello. So I have 2 questions. My response to my first question will generate and ask my second question. Question. What are the 2 major problems of the Hesa organizing committee? The 2 major problems.
That's the spot has not touched.
Okay, 2 major problems that the current organizing committee is having is okay, I don't know.
Scott committee may.
Okay, so let me tell you. The first one is having funds to make our own programs, like inside programs, in the community.
Internal programs.
Having funds. Secondly, having the press come when we need them to organize programs, they barely show up.
Okay, for this question, I'll say that I'm going to collaborate with Hesa. I'm not going to. It's not a committee that is organizing. The committee that will check, that's why I have a policy student interest engagement. So if the students suggest the place we have to go, then the organizing committee will now send that to the board to be discussed. And if they agree, then we found the Hesa executives or Hesa founders.
So it means that your policy is subject to condition. The way that it makes it a solid policy, because if your policy is subject to condition, meaning it can be brought out at any point in time. Because if there are no funds, your policy does not come out.
Yes, and I said we are going to introduce the life skill empowerment where we are going to generate the funds as well. So let's say if we train students, then they can be able to like the Hesa Solo, Hesa Udot. If we do the Hesa Udot,
oh, you're current.
if we do the Hesa Solo, and then raising money, because the organizing committee that is going to invite those people to come and train the people, and then if they train the people and the people are in the Hesa committee, the money that will be coming is coming to the committee.
Wow. If you are an active member in Hesa, this was my position.
Again, Hesa, not long.
Go there, go there. That's so good. All the way. That's so good.
Next up is the other aspirant, Mr. Attack Manuel. He's coming to take the stage.
Say hi.
The president, executives, around, fellow aspirants, my dear people of Hesa, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all.
Good evening, Manuel Atamponsa.
I deem it a great privilege for the opportunity this evening to read to you my manifesto as an aspirant for the Hesa organizing secretary. We know in every institution there is a need for the institution to elect leaders who will manage the affairs and the developmental project of that institution. Ours is no exception that the organizing secretary see to the proper organization of all functions of Hesa. I, Emmanuel Hata, am concerned. This person must be courageous. The person must be humble, respectful, dedication above all issues. I strongly and undoubtedly believe that I, Emmanuel Hata, is the right and deserving heir to the throne as the organizing secretary.
Why do I say so? This is based on the experience I have had as I served as the LSAC president of my school, council president, council music coordinator, council organizing secretary, financial secretary for the 9th and 8th of the Blessed Sacrament, organizing secretary for St. Joseph the Rector Parish and St. Olivier Master. I can strongly boast of my competence, effectiveness, and the ability to manage these positions. Our college is a noble one. This means that our college is a dynamic, a dedicated, courageous, serious and honest person to lead the association, and all qualities are found in me, Ghana Manuel. I am giving the nod to serve as the next Hesa organizing secretary. These are some of my policies I want to bring on board. One, organizing inclusive socialization events. What do I mean by organizing inclusive socialization events? Okay, thank you very much.
What do I mean by organizing inclusive socialization events? For the past year, before COVID-19 ban on socializations, Hesa used to organize inclusive socialization events, of which some are
Escort, of which they invited Mr. Yu for him to come and speak. We organized dates, of which the Sheldon was being invited. And I, Emmanuel Campos, and since the bank has been elected, I want to reintroduce these policies back to the people of Hesa by organizing an inclusive socialization event. Another thing I want to also bring on board is the Hesa keeping fit. In fact, I'll use one stone to kill two birds that very easy. Yes. Because with the Hesa keeping fit, the main idea, we are health students, and we need to let the people outside the environment know that yes, indeed, we are health students. So with the Hesa keeping fit, what we'll be doing is we will get a team for the program. Imagine this sanitation. We will educate the people they need for them to ensure sanitation outside. And also, we will use that process as an exercise manner for us. I don't know whether you get what I'm trying to say. So, we will educate the people, and then we use that process to also exercise our body as health students. Another thing I want to also bring on board is Students Research Conference. Normally, Hesa used to organize Hesa debate, competition, quizzes, and a whole lot of things. I want to bring different things all together. We will actually give topics to various departments, and these are
to your state of field. So imagine nursing. The topic that will be given to nursing will base on their state of field. Imagine pharmacy. The topic that you will give to pharmacy will be based on their state of field. Likewise, veterinary and then other departments. So you give the department the time for them to have a research on these topics. We will organize the program, invite all departments, and they will come and present their findings. And based on their findings, we will record and mark the participants. In fact, all participants will be given certificate for that. But association who becomes first will be awarded in that manner too. So imagine by God's grace, veterinary will be awarded, and then will be awarded like in association base, but participants will be given certificates for that. Another thing I want to also bring on board, you see normally students want to travel outside and then have their master's degree done right after completing. And we have scholarship for that, we have channels for that. And by God's grace, I know and I'm sure that some people have got that opportunity to study outside. So what I'll be doing is that students who are interested in that way, especially with my nursing students in other departments, we will organize a program, alumni here on campus, who by God's grace got that privilege to study outside right after he completed or she completed, so that they will come and educate us on the channels for us to also follow. Thank you very much. And let me say this. Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So you want to be the next leader for my committee, right?
Pardon?
I have 4 questions for you, but you can't answer my first 3 questions. I'll leave people that are asking the 4 questions. First of all, are you a good leader?
Yes, please.
Second question, do you know that you are entitled to pay the next 4 dues? Have you paid it?
I'm here to pay.
Wow.
Third question, do you have your Hesa t-shirt?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Scott old t-shirt.
I haven't actually received it, but then
Have you paid for it? That you are going to see it. Have you paid for the t-shirt?
I'm here to pay.
So you want to be the next leader of my committee, and you are going to give up, going to pay for the committee. You want to go there for our please after.
Go there.
Let me clear myself, please. And the t-shirt is very dear than because of campaigning and other stuff. I will get the chance to collect it from. I'll do so when
Are you active on the Hesa platform?
very active.
Very active.
Very active.
Thank you very much. Next question. Who issues the message on the platform? The name of the person, the position of the person that issues the message on the platform.
Okay, yes. Normally, the Hesa organizing secretary is everywhere. Sports. That's it.
That's a lie.
It's
That's the next of PR and it's in Kebwa. Thank you. I'm the person I'm here.
Nice.
You stop lying. That's what happens if you are lying.
I'm not lying.
Thank
you very much. Any other questions?
Any other question? Yeah, please, Mr. President.
Yes. I want you to rate my organizing secretary. Just that.
Okay, for now, you see, since his administration hasn't ended.
No, so rate him to this point.
I'll
Negative. You give him 10 over 10.
Please take your seat. Please let me address this. We are here to listen to the manifesto of our aspirants. So as much as possible, let us try to ask questions within the context of what they come and deliver. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm just speaking with you. Thank you. So we'll move on to the office of the General Secretary. All in favor of me allowing Organa to ask the question, say aye. Alright. Both of you. Okay, so the organizing committee, we have I'm not going to answer. We have some
I think the class rep
Thank you very much. So, our General Secretary, the first on my list is Stephanie Yap. Please take the stage.
Change your style.
See, smile. My
Health Sciences Student Association, colleagues and friends. Leadership to me is not about commanding attention. It is about creating connection. It is about ensuring that every student's voice is heard in decisions that affect us all. My name is Stephanie Yawampo, and I am humbly presenting myself as a candidate for the General Secretary of our prestigious Health Sciences Students Association for 2025-2026 academic year. I have come to understand that true leadership is not doing it all, it's about doing it together. My mantra, lead with you, captures my belief that the best leadership emerges not from above, but alongside. As General Secretary, I do not just intend to serve. I plan to build a culture where communication is open, records are protected, and students are genuinely represented. Vision statements. To build a transparent, efficient, and inclusive Hesa, where students are not only involved, but actively involved in shaping the system that serves them. I envision a body where documentation is organized, representation is broad-based, and decisions reflect the real concerns and aspirations of students across all departments of all levels. Mission statement is to create and maintain clear channels of communication, accurate documentation, and sustainable leadership culture. Structure, I aim to build student-led system that foster continuity, strengthen engagement, and uphold the values of responsibility, accessibility, and collective growth. My core policies are in notes. Each policy is not just a promise, they are framework designed to elevate how to communicate, store knowledge, and grow as an association. One is to create a central digital archive where students can easily access all official documents and updates. Organize where folders are organized by academic year and categories, stored by the cloud-based storage through the Hesa dedicated email. The impact of this is to boost transparency, minimize loss of data, support leadership transition, and empower students to stay informed on their own materials. 2. The structured weekly or monthly Hesa bulletins. This is to keep students regularly updated on dissertations, events, opportunities, and important announcements. All editions will be archived and published on the Hesa info hub for easy future reference. This impact enhances visibility of students' leadership effort, encourages participation, and creates traceable communication record. 3 is a feedback and suggestion system, physically and digital. My goal is to provide safe, accessible avenues for students to express feedback, consent, and ideas. How to be executed is by creating anonymous suggestion box, placing high traffic for the chat areas, a recurring Google form sent out via class platforms, monthly review or submission with anonymized summaries shared at executive meeting. This is to build a more responsive association and also ensure that leadership decisions reflect actual needs. Others are archiving and handover policy, inclusive leadership policies, establishment of secretarial arms. This is also to improve documentation, coordination, and peer leadership at departmental level. One student secretary selected or elected per class and department. Monthly secretarial outreach coordinated by the general secretary, shared best practices to the responsibilities across the network. This impact is to elevate quality of documents, build leadership capacity, and support institutional development. Flagship projects. In addition to foundational policies, I propose projects that inspire creativity, build confidence, and also connect students with mentorship and growth of writing and health writing competition. Monthly health writing challenges, where we make essays on health-related themes published on the Hesa website. Interdepartmental debate series, Secretary Connect Summit, and Hesa mentorship program scheme. My commitment to you as a General Secretary, I commit to being an organized, responsive, and an accessible leader, build a system that benefits both current students and future administrations, strengthening the bridge between executive leadership and student voices, promoting a culture of inclusion, excellence and genuine service, above all, to lead with you. My final word switch to you is to believe in the ability to lead, and others will believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in what we can build together with transparency, strategy, and compassion. We can make Hesa not a student association, but a dynamic force for good on our campus. Let us organize better. Let us get smarter. Let us grow stronger. Let us not lead the future. Let's lead it together. Both in the one. I shall get
Thank you very much, Mr. So before I give the audience a chance to ask questions about myself, I want to know what role the editorial committee will play in helping you achieve your policies. Do you have any plans for the editorial committee in your policies?
As I said in my policy work, we created structured weekly bulletins and updates. We collaborated with the editorial committee where we can create content based on health issues and academics to also help students in their journey.
Anyone from the audience?
Any question? How do we hold you accountable to all these promises that you've made? And maybe can you list like 2 things that if you don't do, you have 2 things that you really wish to do? Because everyone coming on the executive board has their own things they want to achieve, and most of the time you don't get to see all of them. So what's one thing that you hold you accountable?
So one of the policies, even if at all, is to create the secretarial hub where I know the current administration has now gone with it, but I would also love to involve various national secretaries to that. And also it's also just the last get ideas from them about where and the students level to the administration.
Please, do you know the Hesa email account? You mentioned that you are going to store information there. Do you know the email account? Do you or do you want to? You don't know. You don't know the problem. Thank you very much. Miss Elizabeth Hesa, please come to the front.
Joseph, go there.
Like your fruits, you shall move them. This is a biblical quote. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 16. This is more than a quotation, but it's at the heart of how I act. In a time where promises are easily made, but seldom fulfilled, I choose to lead with actions and not speeches. I am not here to impress you with my slogans. I am here to represent you, to work for you, and to deliver results that we can see and feel. The chair, distinguished members of the panel, fellow aspirants, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am Elizabeth Osei, a second-year medical student, and I stand before this amazed house with humility and conviction to share my manifesto. The chair, allow me to now walk you through the principles and the steps that I intend to take. The policies, initiatives that will not only address the challenges that we face as an association, but also enhance the experience across the college. As a general secretary, I believe leadership is not only about visibility, it's about equipping others to lead better too. That is why I will introduce a Secretariat Connect program. This is a quarterly leadership workshop and a resource sharing platform designed to train, support, and connect the departmental secretaries across our college. The program aims to promote best practices in record keeping, minutes writing, communication, and digital organization, and to create a unified voice that links the student's body from the grassroots up and make sure that no department works in isolation. First, secondly, as health students with different specialties, we often study in isolation and train separately, missing the chance to build teamwork skills early. That is why I will propose the Interprofessional Education Program. I call it the Interprofessional Education Program. This is a student-led initiative that brings together representatives from the various departments across our college to solve clinical cases together. The students will form a panel to analyze the case from their perspective and contribute to the diagnosis, investigation, treatment planning, and patient education. This program will not only improve knowledge, but it also builds great professional values before we even form when we get out there to work. It's a model of what a modern health care should look like, and it can start right here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one truth. Record keeping is no trivial work. It's power. It's how progress isn't set every year, but it is carried forward. Without records, we lose our time, we lose our trust, and we lose our story. That is why one of my very first actions when I'm risen into power will be to establish a simple, permanent, accessible system to store important documents. I will establish a centralized digital archive, a secure, organized, and permanent online hub where all essential documents will hide. It will include budget reports and financial transactions, event proposals, execution reports, and many more. Access will be granted to executive members and passed on during leadership transactions to ensure continuity. I will also install a secure shop in the student's office and label folders clearly for different categories. Mr. Chairman, lastly, one of the greatest challenges we face as an association is not apathy. It is the absence of information, I must put. Too often, the students are unaware of what's happening in our own college. Decisions are made, meetings are held, and events are planned, but the message doesn't get to the people for which it is organized. Sometimes students only hear about important updates through scattered online pages, second-hand messages, or not at all. When information is unclear, student engagement declines, misinformation spreads, and trust begins to fade. As a general secretary, I will introduce a clear, consistent, and student-friendly communication system to fix this. Designate reliable departmental reps to help spread accurate information and maintain a central platform or web page where all major decisions, events, and deadlines, together with announcements, will always be available in one place. If elected, I will ensure that every student is informed, engaged, and connected, not by rumors or guesswork, but by a system that respects their right to know. I believe that in a strong association, information should never be a privilege, but then it should be a priority. I share close a vision with St. Augustine, who once said, when they fall, we will stand. When they stand, we will outstand. And when they try to outstand, we become the standards by which they are measured. And this is the kind of leadership leadership I would want to embody. Not to outshine others, but to raise the bar by serving with integrity, consistency, and empathy. Ladies and gentlemen, in every conversation, in every decision, in every challenge, my answer is simple. It is always you first. This is more than a slogan. It is the core of how I lead. In a world filled with me first, I choose something different. It's you first always. Let's raise the bar and let's do it with you first. Once again, I am Elizabeth Hesa, aspiring to be our next Hesa General Secretary. A vote for Elizabeth is not going to be a waste of time. Thank you so much. Good evening once again.
Thank you very much. You mentioned that you implemented centralized digital hub. I want to know what specific platform you use to make that happen.
More often, when we talk about a centralized digital app, we talk about the clouds because currently it's a very secure way of storing our information and our documents because it can live there for years. But one thing I have heard of is a Dropbox. The Dropbox is a good avenue where we can do this. It can keep our documents for years. And when leadership is next generation, we wouldn't have to suffer. When we want to look back to our history, we just go there, retrieve our information, and we are good to go. Thank you.
Okay, so with your interprofessional education program, you mentioned that you are going to organize an you're going to have an interdepartmental engagement where you solve questions on health-related stuff. So I want to ask, how is this in connection with your role as General Secretary? Because me personally, I see it as something that is supposed to be the work of the health officer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I want to address the House. In as much as, in the beginning, I mentioned that the role of the Secretary is not limited to writing. I must say this, it's not limited to writing minutes and disseminating information. We work under an organization that we say unity and diversity. And by the grace of God, we have 10 departments. We all work in different specialties. We have the doctors, we have the nurses, we have the medical the laboratory sciences and all. In as much as I am working as the General Secretary, I am not going to work in isolation of what the aim of the association is. We aim at ensuring unity. And so this is more like we are presenting a clinical case. Okay. When you come to the hospital, it's not just a doctor that attends to the patient. The pharmacist prescribes the medicine. So when this clinical case is presented, we come together as a panel. The medical student analyzes the case, gives his diagnosis. The pharmacist gives his prescription. Everyone works. And in this case, we are working together as a team. We come together to work towards a common goal. So the aim here, we may not necessarily be connected to the work of a General Secretary, but I mean, it's a teamwork. We work together as a group to ensure the progress of the association. So yes, thank you.
So do you have plans for the editorial committee in your service as General Secretary? I'm asking this question because the role of the editorial committee sort of merges a bit with the General Secretary because by the Constitution, you're supposed to publish newsletters and magazines and also promote literary activities. So do you have plans for them?
Thank
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I may not have stated it in my manifesto, but of course, I could be a General Secretary working in the background, working with my minutes, bringing out whatever we are supposed to do anytime we go for executive meetings. But without the work of the PRO, how will the people out there get to know what was discussed? So yes, I may not have included it here, but of course, as a General Secretary, as I work in the background, I'm going to work hand in hand with the PRO. And
Okay, well, we are not talking about SRC, so I wouldn't want to do that. But yes, the work of a general secretary is not in isolation of the EP. I do not state that.
Editorial board.
He said,
Editorial board, like, okay.
Editorial board.
In Hesa, I can't tell, but in the SRC, I know that the general secretary is the chairperson of the EP. Yes, as stated in the SRC constitution. Yes. I have. Yes, I have, but I didn't come across it like I heard the EP in Hesa. That the general secretary heads it in Hesa. I stand to be corrected, but I didn't come across that in the Hesa constitution. Thank you.
The other time she go there.
you first is more than a slogan to you, it is a core of how you lead. But I have not seen you lead anyone. So can you give me a time where you led and put someone else first so that I can trust myself?
Thank you for this question. I'm very happy. My whole life reflects leadership. I'm a proud member of a big girls senior high school. And by the grace of God, I was a head girl. And by the Spirit of God, I led a good legacy. Yes. We always put the people first because during my tenure as a head girl of a big girls senior high school, we had a big challenge. More often during classroom hours, when we wanted to visit the washrooms, we always had to travel back to our dormitories. But of course, I have a supportive father and a good school. By the grace of God, we were able to establish a 6-unit washroom before I left the school during my tenure as a head girl. And this really reflects a time where I put the people first. I could have said that doesn't have money, so we cannot build a washroom for the people. But yes, we did it and we put the people first. And I can still do it here too by the grace of God.
Alright, thank you very much. You can have this. So I think we've come to the last session of our first review session. I'll call on the first presidential aspirant, Master Kefolama, to take the
What is funny?
Yeah, so for the presidential manifesto, it will be 15 minutes, okay, and then 10 minutes for questions.
What is funny?
So good evening, Honorable Chair, honored executives, moderators, members of Hesa. I welcome you all to this program. My name is Sulefana Mwatechi. I'm here with my radio mate, Adini Boatai. We are here to present our manifesto to the people of Hesa. So I will start. The manifesto is delivered by Sulefana Mwatechi and Adini Boatai Isaac for the offices of Hesa President and Vice President, respectively. Empires do rise on the strength of their enemies, but most importantly on the unity of their people, the clarity of their vision, and integrity of their leaders. And when the pillars begin to crack, even the greatest institutions are brought to their knees. Our association has reached a point where a new vision and a new direction is vital for sustainable progress. I, Professor Motechi, a health science student and a servant leader shaped by experience, driven by conviction, and inspired by the future where Hesa student is not left behind. My journey is being one of the learning, serving, and leading with empathy and effectiveness. From serving as the editor-in-chief of GPSA to following governance process of the previous 8 Hesa administrations. I've worked the path of service with integrity, always placing people first before my position. As we approach yet another defining election, I invite you to look beyond promises and personalities and look instead of power of tested leadership and clarity of the vision. I invite you to view this manifesto as a blueprint of transformation and a call to action for all who believe that Hesa deserves something new, a radical change in a new vision with a new direction. So I'll start with the policies, academics. At the core of our identity of Hesa members is the fact that we are, above all, students of care university. Our academic journey is a primary mandate that binds us together, and as such, it deserves an unwavering attention priority. With the understanding, the academic welfare of our students will take center stage of my administration's policy direction, dubbed the Zero True Policy. The academic blueprint is born from the recognition that training a course is often more than an academic hurdle. It can be a spiral into emotional distress, mental fatigue, and paralyzing fear of stigma. These conditions create a vicious cycle that hampers academic excellence. It's the time to interrupt the cycle of deliberate and strategic interventions aimed at ensuring that no student is left behind. The vision is bold: to attain a 100% pass rate among Hesa students. To achieve this, my administration will work to revitalize and empower departmental academic committees and boards. These bodies will resourcefully be financially funded, logistically and technically to provide tailored academic support that directly addresses the unique challenges of each department. A trail support scheme will be instituted, comprising a dedicated team of facilitators tasked with helping students clear existing trails through guided assistance and structured learning patterns. This initiative will be complemented by a robust peer-led tutorial system designed to foster collaborative learning and student-led academic mentorship. Moreover, recognizing the financial barriers that often stand in the way of academic success, my administration will actively source and provide financial aid to students in need. We will pursue scholarship opportunities and link students to funding avenues such as the Students' Loan Trust Fund, bursaries, and grant schemes to ensure that no student's academic ambitions are hindered by the lack of resources. To crown it all with academics, a centralized digital academic repository will be launched. It will be a created online platform that contains lecture slides, trial questions, study guides, and other relevant academic resources. This will serve as a knowledge accessible to all Hesa students, and as they prepare for their examinations and navigate the academic journey. The time has come to reimagine what academic success looks like for a Hesa student, and under my leadership, we will make that vision a reality. I'll move on to security. Security is a fundamental need. As Maslow's hierarchy reminds us, and without it, the academic and social well-being of students is compromised. While my administration will place strong emphasis on student safety as it is a non-negotiable priority, we will advocate for the establishment of a security booth along the medical enclave Gaza stretch, and no hotspot for late-night vulnerabilities to protect students who use the space for study and transit. In addition, we will launch an Operation Light Up Ready, a dedicated advocacy initiative aimed at ensuring street lights are installed in poorly lit areas, reducing the risk of attacks and promoting a safer and more secure environment for all. Because a safe student is an empowered student, under my leadership, safety will not be left to chance. Next up is welfare. The well-being of the Hesa priority. My education will champion policies that provide real support to students in times of need. Key amongst them is the Food and Sanitary Bank Initiative, aimed at easing financial burdens of students. A dedicated committee will oversee the donation of food and items to students in need. Sanitary pad dispensers will be installed at key washroom blocks in the medical enclave and the pharmacy block to support our female colleagues with dignity and ease. A welfare task force will be also formed to help students access support schemes like the Student Loan Trust and the Vanguard Assurance Policy. Additionally, we will advocate on improved ventilation systems in the various lecture halls that currently lack them, and ensure a more comfortable and conducive learning environment for all students. Under this administration, welfare will be practical, structured, people-focused, because every student deserves to feel supported. The next one is capacity building. In an era where knowledge must translate into impact, building the capacity of Hesa students become one of a non-negotiable necessity. My administration will spearhead initiatives that equip our members with the skills, exposure, and confidence needed to thrive in today's dynamic world. We will host health conferences and interactive dialogues featuring global health professionals, alumni, and researchers from renowned institutions including WHO to expose students to the real-world healthcare challenges, breakthroughs, and innovations. The major product of our vision is the introduction of the Hesa Skills Fair, a hands-on platform where students will learn to harness emerging tools like artificial intelligence, health data analysis, and other cutting-edge technologies transforming healthcare delivery. Additionally, we will implement the basic life support training to empower students with practical, life-saving skills that are essential for every health science student. To further enrich our community, we will launch a Student Connect Hub, a structured platform designed to bridge the gap between students and the College of Health Science alumni, tapping into their vast reservoir of experience, mentorship, and opportunities. Next up, project. Infrastructure plays a critical role in student experience, and my administration is committed to deliver projects that address real students' needs. We will not roll out the Hesa Bus Stop Legacy project, a comfort-focused initiative to provide sheltered and dignified waiting areas for students in transit. In addition, we will construct a Hesa canteen area, a welcoming student-centered space where health science students can comfortably eat, relax, recharge, and fill a long-standing gap in the daily campus life. The last one, student entrepreneurship. Without a doubt, Hesa students are the future of the health science profession. Nonetheless, many are also visionary entrepreneurs. To support the spirit, my administration will implement the Buy Hesa policy. Note, the Buy Hesa policy is a policy such that health science students produce their own goods and health science students patronize the use of health science students. An initiative to promote and patronize student-owned businesses within the association. We also host a Hesa yard sale, which will be a vibrant marketplace event designed to give student entrepreneurs a platform to showcase, market, and sell their products, while fostering a culture of innovation and support among peers. To conclude, cherished members of Hesa, these are not just mere promises, but feasible policies drafted through pragmatic conditions and robust planning. They are doable and highly beneficial to the good of the people of Hesa. We owe to ourselves and to the posterity to make the right decision for the greater good by ensuring that I am voted into office in order to materialize these dreams. Together, we can chart a new course, one built on commitment, service, and visionary leadership. Let us not settle for the ordinary when we have the power to embrace transformation. I, Professor Matechi, and my running mates are excited to extend this invitation to all of you to take a bold step with me into the future shaped by a new vision and a new direction. Thank you for the audience.
that you are going to attain 100% pass rate.
Sure.
And I wonder how feasible. First of all, how are you going to achieve that, and how are you going to assess that you attain 100% pass rate?
Mr. Chair, thank you very much for the question. So my response to that is yes, this is feasible. If students are able to write research papers within 2 weeks and pass all those research or 8 true papers within 2 weeks and pass them. Some of the students come to school for 8 months and show 4 or 5 papers. But within the right system, within the right support from student leaders, within the right support of all the technical and financial needs that students have been provided with, they're able to pass their research papers within 2 weeks. We can instigate something more of an academic source, something more of student motivation, something more of all the financial technical needs for the students to write. Something for all the students to write their exams and pass. I can actually bear witness. Samuel Sampaga is here. He has helped people write their research papers within a short period of time to write them and pass. I also bear witness. I am here. I was even aware that faculty of pharmacy. Assisted students writing their research papers and they attain 100% pass in organic chemistry. So yes, it's feasible, it's doable. And I think we have the right means, we have the right support, we have the right motivation, we have the right technical support to do it. So for evaluating it, firstly, you are supposed to know the number of people that are trained. So let's say organic chemistry is really challenging for first year students. Maybe you have 10 people trained. So you set up a committee, dedicated student leaders, dedicated people that comprehend the course they are going to write. They will assist them, they will visit them, they will motivate them. They will try and understand what is the course of the people training their papers. Right? Afterwards, you give them trial questions to practice. Give them the hands-on experience before they write the actual paper. And I think if you do that on the regular, it will help the students class. If you are done and it's still not working, you will have to reach out to people that have that a higher criteria of knowledge compared to that course.
Hello. So good evening. So I actually pen down your policies. I have time to pen down your policies. So I'll show you. I'm Emmanuel. Yeah, 3rd-year pharmacy student. Okay. So my question is, I have several questions. But my first question I'm going to ask is, since you made both statements, do you know the annual income that's given to the college to run this administration per year? First question. And then the second question is, according to the Constitution, do you know the various rules of the various other executives? Because you mentioned some policies that are not supposed to be done by the president. Those are my first questions. I'll come to
Okay, so thank you, Madam, for the question. I'll start with the second question. I would have to put it to you. You would have to tell me the roles that are not part of the president. You would have to highlight it for me. Since you know these roles are not for the president.
Okay.
Are you aware of that? That the duty of sharing sanitary part, the duty of the well-being, the welfare of the woman is the duty of the woman for this. Are you aware of that? Okay. Well, you know the annual plans for the college. The annual plans that you use the college.
Okay. I can. So I would like to correct you. I would like to correct you. I think which should you complete? Which should you complete? Okay. I can. So I would like to correct you. I would like to correct you. I think which should you complete? Which should you complete? So I would like to correct you. I would like to correct you. So I would like to correct you. I would like to correct
I'm very sad to know that the president has okay, and my committee annual funds is greater than yours. So you trying to make message out to the committee like this. Check the annual funds.
It changes every year. It changes every
Let me
year.
ask that question because you made those statements that you are going to make Hesa campaign. One, which funds. Two, you say you are going to make security camps for the safety of the students on campus. I want to know how you are going to solicit funds for all those camps. Okay, and the need for making a Hesa campaign, the reason why you are going to make a Hesa campaign.
Sponsorship. The time is now. It's a rhetorical question.
Mr. Imando, thank you very much for the question. Okay, so I'll start with the security boots and how I get the money. Okay.
Firstly, I'll start with sponsorship. Okay. I am part of the GPAC. I was part of the GPAC administration, the current GPAC administration. We have a list of people we can actually seek sponsorship from. I have also chemists, I have workman farmer, I have proper pharmacy, all these institutions. And I recognize that this is one in US for me. Secondly, right? Majority of my friends are not taking my support. We support. I mean, I want to use the money. All these things are two of my friends. One,
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I believe for the okay, I believe
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
from our policy, we stated that
Don't mind him.
there will be a food and sandwich bank initiative. Okay. And another one is welfare tax. That will be also to help students access. Welfare task force. Yeah, as you said, we organize the tutorials and invite people with in-depth knowledge about this welfare tax force we are talking about.
So thank you very much for presenting. We are wrapping up the manifesto review. And I would like to call on Master Prince and his family to come and speak to the people of this. After which we get 10 minutes of questions and answers.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, 8 Hesa presidents, members of the Electoral Commission, the 8th Financial Commission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As a proponent of servant leadership and inclusivity, and your next Hesa president, together with my running mate, your next Hesa vice president, you bring proven track records as former Medical Students Association vice president and former speaker of the Nursing and Medical Students Association. Our mission extends beyond mere academic success. It encompasses a holistic approach to transform the Health Sciences Students Association into a beacon of prioritizing academic excellence, student welfare, entrepreneurship, and professional development. About the fact actionable leadership with tangible results for the advancement of the Health Sciences Students Association. With your mandate as the next leaders of our esteemed association, you will deliver based on a bold roadmap rooted in the principles of fact and non-verbal actions, not words, to empower every student. With a focus on measurable results, this manifesto is not just a promise, it's a commitment to drive progress, equity, and opportunity. Below are the 8-point action agenda to make Hesa a powerhouse for all. The 8-point action agenda. 1. Academic excellence. In the health sciences, academic priority goes beyond passing examinations. It's about mastering knowledge to save lives and improve health outcomes. Recognizing our students' intellectual growth and achievements are vital for personal development and healthcare advancement. Our academic initiatives aims to create an environment where every student can thrive, and excel. Hence, we will focus on 1. The Hesa Library Bot, an AI-powered assistant to provide instant access to textbooks, live examination questions, lecture notes, and links to various resources, enhancing study efficiency. 2. Organizing frequent and streamlined tutorials for theory, practical, and lab sessions in collaboration with teaching assistants and peer mentors. 3. Operation Clear Your Trail have created OC White, an initiative targeted to offer academic and accommodation support for students who incomplete modules or drill courses during the supplementary examination period to ensure academic success. 4. Improved infrastructure. Advocates for proper ventilated lecture halls, specifically the KSMD Block A lecture auditorium, providing air conditioners or fans, gadget repair services, clean and well-equipped washrooms, and a new study or rest area at the medical enclave body to create a conducive learning environment. Global exposure. Partner the college administration and the University International Relations Office to secure exchange programs and international internship slots for members of the association. 6. The Hesa Research Workshop. Launch an annual student-centered research workshop for members, specifically for final year students, equipping them with tools, softwares, and mentorship for publishable scientific research. With the welfare, I would like my Vice President to elaborate on that.
Student welfare. In our vision for a holistic and inclusive student experience, we recognize that welfare is a critical component of academic success and personal well-being. We believe that no student should be held back by financial constraints or lack of access to essential services. These components look at 1. Improved security. When vested with the mandate of leadership, we will lobby for enhanced campus safety measures, including providing lighting, especially at the medical enclave, focusing on the road and path leading to Gaza area, and collaborating with the local municipal assembly, the university administration, the SRC, the college administration, campus security, and KNUST police station to ensure and secure for all Hesa members, especially at night, as well as petition the KNUST and the college transport to make transportation provision for students residing at Iredi and the Gaza area alternative classes. 2. Advocate for an increase in the scope and funding of the college bursary program services to benefit more Hesa students facing financial challenges. To affirm our commitment to this, our administration will allocate 13% of the association fees to the service bursary. 3. The Hesa program. We all know nutrition is fundamental to both academic performance and overall health. Hence, we partner with food production companies, alumni, NGOs, and corporate bodies, as well as allocate 5% of the association fees for the establishment of a fully operational food bank to address food security among students. And also, we have the Hesa Scholarship Help Desk. Education should be accessible to all, regardless of financial background. Owing to this, we will enhance and expand our scholarship initiative to provide more financial aid opportunities for deserving students. By revamping the Hesa Scholarship Initiative, we aim to continue to support academically talented and financially workshop to equip students on how to search and apply for financial aid opportunities to further their education after their undergraduate stage. Thank you.
Students entrepreneurship. In today's competitive world, fostering an entrepreneurial mindset is amongst the latest mission. Supporting and promoting students entrepreneurship with the excellence of health sciences ensure that our students are well prepared to create benefit opportunities in the healthcare sector and beyond. Hence, our student entrepreneurial approach, which is designed to cultivate expert through key programs. 1. The Hesa Gold Mind Series, post-business workshops, mentorship programs, and master classes with successful entrepreneurs and financial institutions to foster entrepreneurial skills. El Mercado, promote students-run businesses through Hesa's digital and physical platforms, creating visibility and growth opportunities. Health and wellness. Our comprehensive health initiatives aim to ensure that students are physically and mentally prepared to meet the demands of their rigorous studies and future careers by promoting preventive health measures, mental health support, and emergency readiness. We are committed to fostering a healthy and resilient student community. Our health initiatives include conducting campus-based health trainings, lab relation drives, wellness campaigns tailored for Hesa members. 2. Providing free CPR and first aid certification workshops in partnership with the College of Health Sciences and the KN University Hospital. Organizing community health outreaches and awareness campaigns to promote preventive health care and engage Hesa members in public health initiatives. Capacity and career building. In today's advancing world, one ought to equip you for themselves for the ready market. Supporting students with the College of Health Sciences ensures that our students are well prepared to create and seize opportunities in the healthcare sector and beyond. Hence, we must cultivate the spirit through the following programs. The side-gate apprenticeship program, providing hands-on training in graphic designing, coding, data analysis, photography, massage and other vocational skills. Offer job readiness bootcamp focusing on CV writing, interview skills, and workshop leadership. Establish a mentorship and networking platform, linking students with alumni for career guidance, internships, professional opportunities through annual summits, sport and recreation. Engaging in sport and recreational activities is essential for maintaining physical health, mental well-being, physical health and mental well-being. Additionally, these activities provide opportunities for students to socialize, build connections, and develop important life skills such as teamwork and leadership. For most students offering fixed rigorous academic efforts and high stress levels, having access to regular physical activities and social interactions is crucial. Hence, we want the Hesa sport and socialization events designed to promote a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Encourage teamwork and camaraderie and provide opportunities for students to connect with each other. Transportation. Advocate through the SRT Parliament as well as petition the college transport unit for direct campus services to the body medical unit to complement that of the college transport system, as well as come up with well-structured shuttling system to aid and improve the transport clinical rotation sites. Legacy project, the Hesa Infirmary. The medical enclave of body hosts majority of teaching and learning activities within the College of Health Sciences and is located approximately 5 to 7 kilometers from the KNS hospital. This distance creates significant delays in access to emergency medical care, which can be critical in life-threatening situations such as accidents, acute illnesses, and medical crises. The conversion of a skill lab in the School of Nursing and Midwifery block into a sick bay by the Health Sciences Student Association in collaboration with the College Administration, the KN University potential of bridging the gap. Hence, establishing a fully equipped Hesa infirmary strategically located within the medical enclave body aims to provide immediate emergency care, stabilize patients and facilitate timely transfers to the care hospital when necessary, particularly for students who make use of the medical enclave body. By bridging the gap caused by the distance between the enclave and the care hospital. With these comprehensive and visionary policies, we aim to transform Hesa into a beacon of excellence, inclusivity, and support for all its members. Our goal is to foster an environment where every student can thrive, innovate, and excel by addressing key areas such as academics, student welfare, entrepreneurship, health, capacity building, sports, and legacy projects. We are laying the groundwork for a strong and more dynamic association. Together, we can build a brighter, more inclusive and dynamic future for our association. With your support and collaboration, we will create a Hesa where every student has the opportunity to succeed and make a meaningful impact in the field of health sciences. Factor non-verbal, action, not words. Join us on this journey as we keep Hesa moving forward, united by our shared vision and committed to excellence. Both for a leadership that is not limited to prioritize your academic success, but goes beyond traditional educational boundaries, shaping initiatives that focus on personal well-being and professional growth, both for a leadership that listens, cares, and acts. Until we meet again, please stay strong, do no wrong, stay long to where you belong. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince. So let me ask the first question. How would you rate the current Hesa president, Master Hamada?
Thank you very much for the question. If I'm being asked to rate the current administration, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. You don't give down with
You made mention of Hesa live reports, right? But all we know is that Hesa already has tried live reports on Telegram, right? And that's what you are trying to do, right? You are updating it. Good. So GPSA had a similar live report. It was done last year, but this year they couldn't continue because of money issues. Funds, yes, that must be put in the box, right? And then we have e-library videos, which is posted on YouTube, right? So why not continue the legacy of the 8th administration of updating what is on YouTube and then not doing the bot, since it will cost as much doing the bot than doing this one, right? Another question is that you said you gave this administration an 8 over 10. This administration has already built they started building 2 reading areas here at medical building and 4 at confirmation in collaboration with other stakeholders, right? So I don't think channeling our money into reading area is something of priority, right? We can do something else with a legacy project. Again, with the summit, so the 8th administration has already passed the submissive bill. The Senate has passed it. It's yet for the Hesa president to sign, which will be signed very soon. So the submissive bill, I think you should come again with that. And then with the scholarship, the 8th financial secretary also has a scholarship app on Telegram. So it means you are going to update or you are going to create your new one. I need clarity on that. And the last one is the AC issue with AC issue on the last call. I think this administration again went to the provost and then spoke to him about the ACs in the classroom and all that. And then he made us understand that it's an architectural problem. it's not something that they can do and they are not doing it. It's something that the architecture they add to it. So it's more like if you do it, you have to redesign the whole building again. That is what they made us understand. You get it. So I would like how you do that part and then the other questions also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the question. With the Hesa report, you made mention of the fact that Hillary Clinton on YouTube. That's very good. I must applaud the character and thank you for that. We are going to do our best to continue with our legacy. But what I'm saying specifically in relation to the Hesa report is that since the inception of that report, I personally go there to send to get slides. Most of the slides, you know, our lecturers update their slides every year, right? Most of the slides there are outdated. Some of the courses too don't have the number of slides that are required to be read at the end of the semester. So what we are going to do is that we are going to update the live report. We are going to update the slides that are there so that we have current slides. And then secondly, assuming maybe we are doing anatomy and then you don't have mirror anatomy slides there, which is supposed to be there because you are going to your anatomy, you are going to top up with the slides that are not there. And also, we are going to provide links to the YouTube videos on the YouTube videos that Hesa has provided. An additional YouTube video because personally, I have an issue with sometimes go to YouTube and you want clarification on some things. You type the topic you would want and then before you be able to get a specific video, that will really do justice to your difficulties. You'll be winding around. So at least you have some specific videos that does justice to specific topics. So just providing the link so that assuming you are actually the lecture slides will be there, some questions and then some links so that you direct one to our indirect videos that we've done and also additional YouTube videos. And then within the area, yes, the current administration is doing so well by building to be here and collaborating with some stakeholders and then building for at Confirmation. So what we are going to do is that it's too many. And then I still think that if we build additional reading areas, it will help a lot of students to have realization during the rest of the periods and periods that they don't have. So I don't really know much about the building as the past, but what I said in our manifesto, our retreat. So this year, the information that I received, 156 students out of the about 8,000 students in our college benefited from the semester, which is, if my math is not wrong, less than 2% of the population of our association. So I think that we can do more by increasing the percentage of students that benefit from this bill. So what we are going to do is that we commend the current administration what they have done. But what we are going to do is that the percentage that they allocated and then how they were able to push for the 156 students, I'm sure they moved the number to some certain point. We are also going to advocate for a greater percentage to be allocated to the so that at least, if not for anything, we increase the percentage of students that benefit from that version. With the scholarship help desk, yes, I'm aware there's a Telegram hub, which what the Telegram hub basically does is that it notifies people about recent scholarships. But then personally, when I was in university, I liked applying for scholarships. But then my roommates didn't like applying for scholarships because the reason he gave was two. One he spoke about he was talking about he not hearing about the scholarship, and then two, he felt that there were difficulties in applying for the scholarship. So what we are going to do as an administration is that we are going to increase the publicity of scholarships around. So when we were home, I tried to use my social media account personally to broadcast about available scholarships on campus so that students will hear about it. able to access the scholarship. Once they've been able to access the scholarship, they are going to make them there. We are going to organize workshops. We are going to give them templates on how to write for fees. Some people don't even know how to fill forms. They are going to do the tasks and then teach the students about how to fill the scholarship forms. So that you increase the number of students that apply and eventually to increase the number of students that are beneficiaries of these scholarships. With the infrastructure, okay, so according to you, and then yes, I engaged the facility officer last year when we were running for the office, and then he told us the same thing as the normal architecture of this building wasn't done to factor and conditions. So I still feel that can do something about it. And then if not for anything, we are standing in this way. We can also advocate for additional funds and then proper ventilation, that we can do. And then not only that, look at the lights here. We are paying you some money. The lights should be working like this. The lights should be very bright. Our protesters are not to go in this building. And also the light that we are using. I think that is also good.
I think at this point we have exhausted our time for questions.
Just a point of information about the time, right? Usually I like us to research what we say before we say. I want you to know that is why I'm saying what happened now is we have lost the logins to Consensus Telegram bots. It was done by a foreigner that I know is part of the thing. We asked him this year that he couldn't give us the login. So where we are now, because we also promised to have it, but we have to create a new one. So I think now you have to take your attention. Probably getting a new one very soon. That is all I want to buy. And about the structural integrity, I mean, we are working on. We have spoken to the facility officer. We are supposed to put some. I discussed on my financial. I was supposed to put some funds there, right? But the next step will be rewiring the whole structure because I mean it wasn't made to accommodate funds. So we have to rewire. I think that we do come in with the same thing so that we can continue from where we left to family with. Right? Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming. I believe that at this point, the Hesa electorate is well informed to make the right choices according to their own conviction. So,
he didn't let them conclude. He didn't conclude. They won't conclude.
thank you all very much for coming. Thanks to the aspirants for presenting to us their vision.